All right, my Aquarius friends, Aaron Michael Eschenburg here, Honest Dame, bringing you your honest astrology for the month of February 2020. So this is a monthly overview for the Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. Check your Aquarius Venus if you'd like. But really, I like to focus on kind of the rising. So this is the house system. I've got it all set up in whole houses here. So I'm going to show you what's going on for the month ahead of February 2020. We've got a lot of movement, okay? You got a lot of energy in your 12th house. You got a lot of energy in your house of completion. Okay, that's going to be happening for all of 2020. All right, we've got Mercury going to go retrograde on the 17th. We've got all planets direct right now. Everything is forward moving, forward momentum until the 17th. Mercury begins its retrograde cycle. We got Mars moving out of your 11th house of community into your 12th house of completion. And we'll talk about that more in a second. We got a full moon in your 7th house, though. That's pretty exciting. New love could be on the way. All right, let me get right into it. Let me show you the chart here. Okay, so I've got this set for what? The 8th of February. Okay, so putting this out, what, the 28th here of January. Now, on the 2nd of February, we got to start paying attention to where we're at in the 2nd of February. Okay, your first house. Okay, Sun in your first house. Mercury, which is up here right now. On the 2nd of February, Mercury is going to be right here at the 28th degree of Aquarius. Again, your first house. So this is about thinking about yourself. This is thinking about who you are as an individual, you know, how you're applying yourself to the world. What do you need to move forward toward? What do you need to move away from? Instinctual aspects of self. Okay, so Mercury is leaving your first house and entering your second house of money, material possessions and goods. Okay, very exciting. But between the 2nd at 28 degrees, it's going to move all the way to 12 degrees 53 minutes here on the 17th. Okay, right about here. Then on the 17th, it's going to retrograde back, all the way to March 10th to the 28th degree of Aquarius again. Okay, so it's moving forward into your 2nd, moving back through its shadow from the 17th to the March 10th, and then March 10th, it begins to move forward again, crossing that same area in space 3 times. So on the 2nd to the 17th, although the planets are direct, it's important to pay attention to what's happening in our lives so that we can, when we're dealing with this retrograde, we can say, I get it, I've been here, I've got to figure out a different way to handle this. I got to figure out a different way to handle my resources. I got to figure out a different way to handle my money. I got to figure out a different way to, handle how I'm, again, what I'm going toward, what I'm running away from. Maybe I'm running away from things too early in life. Maybe I'm running, not giving things a chance to grow. And if I plant a seed in the ground and then want, it to bear fruit, and then I don't water it, I don't give it the attention that it needs and say, seed's not going to grow. I'm not going to get any fruit out of this. Are we walking away from something too soon? It's a potential. It's a possibility. So moving from the first house, self, into the second house, about money. Again, what are you going to gain from this tree? What is self going to gain from taking the initiative, taking the action to planting the seeds, right? Mercury, planet of communication and information. Okay, so we're planting seeds. We got to make sure we're watering them, letting them grow. All right. Now, Venus on the 7th is going to move out of your 2nd house and into your 3rd house. So Venus is there right now saying, I love, want, and desire. These are the monies that I want, love, and desire. These are the things, the goodies, the sparkly things that bring me joy, love, want, and desire. And I want them, and I want them now. Okay? So Venus is moving out of your sign of money, your money house, into your 3rd house, which is about information. It is about communication. How can we communicate with others in a deeper level? How can we take the initiative to communicate with things about the heart level? Venus deals with our heart. Venus is dealing with our love stuff. 3rd house deals with communication, and Aries deals with taking the initiative. Okay, so maybe you have a crush on somebody. Maybe you want to put yourself out there, but you're afraid. Maybe that's not the case at all. But if it is, use that example for anything you want. Maybe there's a job that you're seeking. Okay, you do have Mercury entering your 2nd house right now. You do have the Sun is going to enter your 2nd house on the 19th. Okay, so maybe there's a job that you desire. You're focused on money, future way thinking of making money, you know, and you're afraid to take the step to do the audition. Maybe you're afraid to take the step to put yourself out there, hand in your resume. Well, I'm not a Harvard grad. I didn't go to Columbia. You know, it's just like, yes, but you're you. You're the unique individual that you are. You're this amazing human being, and you have all of these beautiful gifts. And, you know, the degree means nothing compared to a strong sense of self and work ethic and all these other things. You know, it's a piece of paper. Just throwing spaghetti against the wall here. So find however that works for you. Okay, so Venus is going to enter your third house. Okay, so this is again about how we're communicating with others and taking the initiative. Okay, as well as there is a sense of healing, as on the 9th and 10th, Venus is going to connect with Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer in the zodiac. It's a big old asteroid, all right, that has enough gravity that I do like to talk about him in astrology. So Chiron, the wounded healer, is saying, like, look, where have I not spoken my truth and it bit me? You know, it came back and I'm kind of regretting not speaking my truth because I felt it so deep inside. I felt so passionately about something and I let the opportunity just fly by. And now somebody else got the job. Somebody else got the girl. Somebody else got the guy. Somebody else, whatever. Or further, when I've been so boldly speaking my truth that I push somebody else away. When did I wear my energetic hula hoop and I didn't realize it was on and I'm bumping into other people, making them uncomfortable, you know? When, you know, so this is balance. In the third house, this is about seeing both sides of the coin. When have I not spoken enough? When have I spoken too much? And to find, you know, when it's here. Oh, you can't see my hands. When it's here, at the heart space, you know, where Venus is, when we're connecting our heart with our throat, you know, Mercury, our mind, you know, when we're connecting here and here and allowing that to flow instead of it just being up here, you know. Aquarians, you know, you're very futuristic thinking. You got big visions of the world, big visions for the future, big visions in general. You know, the majority of the presidents of the United States were Aquarians. I like to say that a lot because it's the absolute truth. Not our current one, but a lot of them were. You know, because they see a vision for the future and they see how to maneuver and delegate. Okay, now part of that, there's an elusiveness to the sign of Aquarius. You know, there's a bit of like cold, standoffish. Capricorn and Aquarius can be known for being kind of cold or brash. You know, so Venus again entering your third house happens once every year and a half. Maybe might be teaching you how to communicate with a little bit more love, how to communicate with a little bit more passion, how to communicate with a little bit more empathy, right? So it's something to consider. Now we've got a full moon happening on the 9th, okay? So that's going to be, boom, at 20 degrees of Leo, all right? That's going to be amazing. Right, so that's just a day. I'm like, look at the chart. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on the 8th. So it's going to happen on the 9th, okay? Let me see if I'll go a day ahead and I'll show you. Whatever. It's there, okay? So the sun's going to be at 20 degrees. The moon's going to be at 20 degrees. All right, so full moon, fully illuminating. Moon's going to be moved into your 7th house. 7th house is about partnerships, relationships, my relationships with other people, right? So I'm sparking my joy over here, sun in my first house, sparking my joy and illuminating, shining my light, okay, giving my light to other people. And we're reflecting our own light is reflecting back at us. Okay, in the sense of partnerships, in the sense of relationships. This could be romantic relationships. So very positive highlight and aspect for romantic relationships. If you're in a committed partnership, this means you're going to be able to communicate about the longevity of the future for you. Okay, if you're not in a committed partnership but choosing to be, this could be an opportunity of finding an individual. You have Uranus down there in the 4th house, which is going to be there for the next 6 or so years. You know, so there's this great awakening and changing of home, changing of family. You know, maybe you're starting a new relationship, and this new moon is highlighting that possibility and capabilities to do so. Okay, as well as making some interesting connections over there to your 12th house about completions. Maybe there's something that you have to let go of from the past in order to truly embrace and move on to the future, right? We'll talk more about the full moon and the new moon stuff in the daily videos, so please check those out. So now on the 16th, Mars is going to move out of your 11th house and into your 12th house. A lot of energy here, my Aquarius friends, for you in the 12th house. Okay, so Mars is planet of action. Capricorn is getting it done. Okay, action, getting it done. Action, getting it done. Expanding, getting to the top of the mountain, transforming. Hey, this road is crazy. This road is steep. This road has no, it's unsafe, says Saturn. Pluto says, well, let's change it. Jupiter says, let's expand it. Mars says, let's take action. Maybe instead of this, pathway, we create a real road. We got this lot of opportunity here for growth and change. And the 12th house is about completion for you. Okay? The 12th house is about completion. It's about endings and new beginnings. Okay? So there's something going on behind the scenes. Okay, something going on behind the scenes that says, I've got to shift something in my life. I've got to change something in my life in order to get to where I want to go. I see this future. I see it. I feel it. I feel this vision for where I want to be in life. And there's some karma that I have to free up first. There's some trauma that I have to free up first. There's some pain, some old something that's got to be dealt with, that has to be transmuted and transformed and ascended like the phoenix rising from the ashes, its own death, up, 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 and out. Okay, so that's going to be going on a lot for you in the year of 2020, which is very powerful. Very powerful. All right. And again, Chiron being in your third house is opportunity to look deeper within on healing oneself. Seeking out philosophy, seeking out, psychology, seeking out meditation, seeking out yoga, seeking out information that's going to allow us to heal. Okay, so that's a very, very powerful time. Then on the 19th, the sun is going to enter your second house, which is about making money, baby. So it's like you got your mind set, you got it figured out. Now it's time to put it in action, put it in motion. I'm going to make that money. Okay, I'm shining my light on my career, on my material possessions, and how I can obtain more, money, more material goods in fair trade for my services. Yeah, and then on the 23rd, we got a new moon happening there too. So new beginnings. So maybe there's an opportunity for new job opportunities, a new way of thinking about bringing in money. You got Mercury up there too, and this is in the spiritual. Creative, dreamy sign of Pisces. So you're dreaming in new ways that you can make money, dreaming in new ways. The Scrooge McDuck is diving through his money vault. Maybe you don't need a money vault. Whatever, you get the analogy. So this is a powerful new beginning for career stuff as well. Powerful new beginning for you to make some money. And I have to note before I sign off here, this is really important. This Saturn Neptune stuff. Okay, so this behind the scenes stuff, this septile right there, that fate-like energy, that fate-like connection that's going on. Okay, between transcendent, transformative Pluto here at 23 degrees and Neptune here at 17 degrees. It takes 244 years to get this guy around the sun. 176 years for Neptune to get around. Okay, we'll never see this again. Neptune's home in Pisces. Not every generation gets this. It spends about 16 years or so in each sign. Pluto spends about 18, something like that. It's oddly elliptical. Anyway, so it's just like these two are never going to make this connection again in our lives. Pluto will never be in Capricorn again in our lives. Neptune will never be in Pisces again in our lives. So this happening in this behind the scenes, clearing out karma, clearing out this old stuff, learning how to be the wise guru, and bringing that into a place of how I'm creating my income, right? That's really powerful, you guys. My Aquarian friends, this is really, really powerful. Again, you are the futuristic leaders and thinkers of the world, driven by technology, driven by futuristic thinking, driven by the community. And you have a way of seeing this world, at this big, beautiful place that's different, and it's a unique perspective than any other sign in the zodiac. you know. So it's just like clearing out some of whatever's going on in the past, learning how to truly master your craft and doing that behind the scenes and applying that to your work, applying that to your business for you to attain a sense of financial freedom. I mean, we're talking about the sign of Pisces here, and that's where all this is headed, is, freedom, creative freedom, dreaming, living the dream. So my Aquarian friends, this is an amazing opportunity to start preparing and living your dreams to their fullest. Have a happy month of February, and we'll see you in the dailies tomorrow, all right?